Busan EFM's Prime News at 6.
Officials said today that the United States will send 4 F-22 stealth fighter jets to South Korea in yet another show of force against North Korea's nuclear and missile threats. This is apparently a provisional deployment aimed at increasing the pressure on Pyongyang, although the original base of the warplanes and their length of stay in South Korea were not immediately confirmed. The F-22 Raptor is a core U.S. strategic weapon. The Pentagon had also dispatched a B-25 bomber to the south shortly after the North's nuclear test last month. Recently, the USS North Carolina attack submarine arrived in South Korea for joint training.
A comfort woman victim has passed away from a chronic disease at the age of 90 in a Yangsan hospital. Ms. Che, who was born in 1926 in Yangsan, was dragged away to be a comfort woman after being promised a job in a beer factory in Taiwan. With the death of Ms. Che, the original 238 women who registered with the government as comfort women survivors now stands at only 45 people. A new study showed that the price of small-sized apartments has risen the most last year. According to results of a survey conducted by the Yongsan University Real Estate Institute, which used data from the Ministry of Land, Infrastructure and Transport on sale prices by area of real estate exclusively dedicated to apartments, the price of apartments under 60 square meters has increased by 5.17%, which was the highest price increase. Apartments between 60 and 85 square meters followed with an increase of 4.84%. In contrast, the price of medium and large-sized apartments over 135 square meters increased by only 1.48%. The final inspection, to be selected as the national host location of the World Maritime University under the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization, will be conducted today at Pyongyang National University. The 3 local governments of Busan, Jeju, and Chungnam have entered the competition to host the World Maritime University. The final decision will be announced on the 19th. The city of Busan and Pyongyang National University based their submission on appeals to research the infrastructure of various fisheries and the international exchange results of fishery education. The World Maritime University offers higher education for master's and doctorate program candidates in the specialized field of fishery human resources in developing countries for further knowledge of the marine and aquatic cultivation fields. The number of visitors to Korea National Maritime Museum has increased by 47% compared with the early stage of its opening. According to statistics on visitor groups to the Korean National Maritime Museum, a total of 3,000 applications for group visits have been accepted after the opening of the museum. 932 applications for group visits were accepted last year, which has increased by 20% compared with the previous year. Approximately 1.07 million people visited the museum in total. The Korean National Maritime Museum, which opened in 2012, has converted to a corporation last year. An official from the Busan regional headquarters of the Korea Airports Corporation said it had decided to build a new parking garage to relieve the parking problems at Gimhae Airport. The corporation plans to carry out a feasibility study next month and to begin construction next year. The parking garage, located in the domestic terminal, will accommodate up to 1,500 cars. Air Busan is in the final days of an event to sell low-cost airline tickets to and from Jeju Island for as low as 9,900 won. Air Busan plans to sell a total of 60,000 airline tickets at special prices, starting at 9,900 won for Jeju Island, 29,000 won for Taipei, and 49,000 won for Guam. All prices are for one-way travel, and tickets can only be purchased through the 19th. Available travel dates vary by destination. Detailed information can be found on the Air Busan website.